Hello everybody, I am Ahmad Wahidul Kohar. I come from Universitas Negeri Surabaya, Indonesia. In this occasion, I would like to share my research entitled Design of Numeracy Tasks Using Physical Distancing Context Created by Prospective Teachers. So this research was motivated by the emerging research on physical distancing as context in mathematics learning. In recent years, many people around the world become familiar with the concepts of physical distancing as individual and collective efforts to slow and limit the spread of COVID-19. Physical distancing, which is also referred to social distancing, means creating a safe distance of at least 2 meters between two individuals. Some mathematical thoughts within the concept of physical distancing were discussed by some scholars to give insights on how mathematics takes part of such efforts, such as spatial optimization techniques to arrange the largest number of seats and plan classroom seating. Yeah. So in related to the numeracy task, which is now known by many people, is used to assess students' numeracy skill through a problem with the context of physical distancing has been used actually by some researchers. Okay. With the information contained in these issues, the context of physical distancing has the potential to be embedded in a mathematical literacy or numeracy problem. Since the use of context is essential in numeracy problems, attention to how the selected context, such as physical distancing, is used, has the potential to improve students' numeracy. So that we have to notice some aspects of numeracy tasks. The emergence of real-life context first, which is the use of physical distancing context. And then the second one is the use of mathematical knowledge in solving real-life problems, which is the 2-meter rule and its relevant mathematical consequences. And then the use of physical, representational, and digital tools to assist in problem solving. And then the improvement of positive attitude towards the use of mathematics in related to COVID-19. Okay, so some challenges actually are met by prospective teachers to design such kind of task. Designing numeracy tasks as creating authentic problem using real world context and designing tasks considering the levels of cognitive processes. In this regard, they need to investigate the level of context used for a mathematics problem as suggested in PISA framework, where only the context for mathematizations are allowed to be embedded in the task created. So this research aims to investigate the level of context used, and the level of cognitive process, from the numeracy tasks designed by prospective teachers using physical distancing context for COVID-19. So for theoretical perspectives, we use the 3 levels of context use, which is known as the level of context use for mathematical problems from 0 order to 1st order and 2nd order. So it represents the levels of mathematization. And then for the level of cognitive processes, we use the framework proposed by Ministry of Education of Indonesia documents in 2020, which categorized every problem, numeracy problems, into 3 types of levels, which is understanding tasks, applying tasks, and reasoning tasks. So for the research methods, so as many as 66 mathematical tasks were created by 33 prospective teachers, meaning that every prospective teachers created 2 new mathematical tasks, Okay, they were involved to pose numeracy tasks using physical distancing context. So this is the instruments or the problem posing tasks that asks students to student teachers to design some numeracy tasks. Okay, the results from the categorization of problem designed by prospective teachers, as you can see, that most of the level of context use is regarded into the first order use of context, which is almost a half, exactly a half of the tasks, And then regarding the level of cognitive processes, as you can see that most of them are referred to the understanding task, which is the lowest level of cognitive processes. So now I will show you some examples of problems or tasks designed by prospective teachers. So first of all, we labeled every task into whether the task is solvable or unsolvable task. So why this task is unsolvable, for example, this task is unsolvable because it does not state the statement some important assumptions, such as the size room of every seller and the size of path where the visitor may occupy, and other causes, other reasons, okay. So for the zero order use of context, why this is categorized of context with zero order, as you can see that the context of physical distancing, actually here is not used yet to find the distance between Chichi and Chacha in this context here. In other words, whether the rule of 2 meter distance is applied or not, the rule does not affect on the way a solver of such a task find the distance requested. Okay. For the examples of first order use of text, why this task is categorized into first order use of context, because as you can see that the context of 2 meter rules of physical distancing is actually relevant to the solution process. These tasks provide explicit information that a solver may extract explicitly from the given informations like the sketch, the size of mosque, and the relevant size of, for example, worshipper need to pray, and the cross, size of the indicating this one, indicating unoccupied place, for the worshippers. Okay. And now we come to the example of second order use of context. Why this is categorized is in this categorization. So the rule of 2 meter, the rule of 2 meter distance in physical distancing is actually used relevantly as the context of the task in this figure. Okay. This is indicated by the use of information about the seating rule, which optimizes the distance. However, such a rule does not come to a particular strategy that leads a solver to find the solutions. To find the next maximum number of visitors, in this case, in the waiting room, as you can see, a solver needs to identify a possible seating map, for example, that covers all the possibility of seating patterns, which is not directly given in the information. So we come to the categorizations of tasks regarding the cognitive processes. As you can see, this is categorized as understanding tasks because these tasks only assess students' understanding on procedural skills related to rectangular area formula. But then, why this task is categorized as applying tasks? Because this task only examine solvers to use multiplication rule, to find the maximum spaces can be created in the room provided here. Okay. So not a routine, for example, a routine problem is applied, yeah, in the context of physical distancing. So for the last example, I give you a reasoning task, yeah, reasoning task. Why this one is categorized as reasoning task, yeah, because as you can see, this is a non-routine problems that encourage a solver, for example, to make some assumptions and then make some constraints of thinking or logics to find the solution, yeah, as you can see. So discussion and conclusions. The authenticity of the design task can be identified from the extent to which current information about the factors that affect the transmission of rates of COVID-19 is embedded in the information context in the task. Yeah, okay. For the conclusions, yeah, to conclude, most of created task design perspective features are solvable. Yeah, the solvable tasks were identified free from invalid assumptions, error wording, and insufficient information. Yeah, regarding level of context use, most created tasks are in the first order use of context, indicating that in context are used relevant to solve the task. Yeah. Although it is stated explicitly. Yeah. Regarding level of cognitive processes, most of created tasks are identified as understanding tasks. Okay. Thank you for this is the end of my presentations. Thank you.